Hey guys, back again with another video, and today we are doing the finger paint challenge. I actually got this idea off AwkwardEveii here on YouTube. I absolutely love her channel, and I'll leave a link down in the description down below because she did give me an idea, so gotta give her credit. Her work is beautiful. Go check it out. She done this beautiful mermaid with paint, and if you don't know what the challenge is, it's basically where you only use your fingers to do a painting. So that's exactly what I done. I set out a whole plate of acrylic paint, as you can see, and I just went straight in. It's funny because when I do normal acrylic paintings, as I said in a couple videos ago, I feel like I put way too much paint on the paintbrush. I asked people for tips and stuff, and yeah, some people said that I might need to use a little bit more water in my work, which is funny because I found using with my hands, I just didn't want to put too much paint on my hands. If you guys want to try it, definitely do. Link me down below to your videos because I want to see it. I feel like in this challenge, if you're going to do it, the more paint you have in your hand, the better, just because if your hand's dry and sticky with the paint, it kind of sticks to the paper. Unless you're using a canvas, that's kind of different. I think if I was going to do this again, I probably would use a canvas just because it might lend itself better to, you know, the harshness of pressing onto the paper and stuff. Then again, I didn't stick my paper down for this, but that was simply because it was a cheap piece of watercolor paper I was using. I knew I didn't want to use really expensive paper for this because I didn't know how it was going to turn out. So I just kind of used what I had on hand. I have a book of watercolor paper that's relatively cheap that I use for swatches and stuff like that, and little things that I'm not necessarily going to make use of in the future, just, you know, my own personal work. So that's basically where the paper came from. It's ring bound on one side, so what I had to do was cut the ring bound piece off the top of it because it's like crinkled and stuff where you pull it out, and then I just went straight into it. I was afraid that I didn't know how wet the paper would get, which is funny because I wasn't using water, but you know, if you're using a lot of paint, I wasn't sure if I was going to be like lathering paint onto the page. Turns out I work quite sparingly with just my hands, so that wasn't really a problem. But also the paper was quite cheap. I didn't want it to rip with the masking tape. I use masking tape to stick down my things, and some people swear by masking tape, but I have some awful problems sometimes with it ripping my paper. Someone told me that if you stick it to your clothes first and then stick it to the paper, you won't have problems. Still have problems. Now, people have told me it might be the paper I'm using, but I've tried many different types of paper. I've also tried artist tape. I've only ever been able to find one type of artist tape in the art shops here. I get a little bit frustrated sometimes because Ireland doesn't have a huge array of art supplies or art shops even. We have like Art and Hobby, and we have one or two like art shops, but they're kind of in the middle of nowhere, off to the side kind of thing. You know, I wish we had big amazing retail shops like over in the States and stuff like that, but like Michael's and stuff like that. You have no idea how much I'd love to go visit Michael's. We have got art shops, don't get me wrong, it's just sometimes they're not as well stocked as I wish they were. That's what I'm trying to say. What was I saying? Artist tape. So, and also someone, I wrote under a video a while ago and someone said painter's tape, so that's my next endeavor. I will be trying that soon. So yeah, back to the actual thing. After I got my paint set out and I got my paper ready and stuff like that, I basically just sketched it out very, very lightly. Now, I'm not even sure you can see the sketch in this, but it's like, it took me like 2 seconds to sketch it down because I knew I just wanted a general shape of like a peacock body in the front and feathers in the background. That's all I wanted down. I didn't want too much detail because I knew I wasn't going to stick to it. And on top of that, I wanted to see what I could do. And it came out very loose. It's not my it's not my favorite piece of artwork, but you know, I don't think it's awful. And I knew I wanted to do an animal. I knew that I wanted something with like texture and color, and animals came to mind. So yeah, I didn't think I'd get the detail in with my hands for a face or something, but maybe that's a challenge that I could give myself in the future. Do someone's face, do eyes or something with just my fingers, because I think it would be, you know, some fun. So guys, if you try this challenge, please link it down below. I would really like to see your challenges. I've also linked AwkwardEveii because she gave me the idea, and yeah, so let me know what you think of this, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.